Let's get you guys up there because they don't want to see my ugly mug. I got a face for radio, man. Classic.
Right.
All right. So the first segment in 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. Of course, we are joined by Steff and Mike from the band Hearts and Hand Grenades. Are from Buffalo, New York. Guys, what's up?
Hey,
how's it going?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for giving me your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
All right, first of all, where can people find you on the internet? Where can they go download some tunes and get all they need to know about Hearts and Hand Grenades?
Everywhere, all over your favorite social media platform. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the good stuff, TikTok. You can download us off of Apple Music, Amazon Music. You can get us on all the streaming platforms as well. So Spotify, Pandora, Deezer, whatever that is, all the good stuff.
Right on. And if you want to see this interview in video form, swing over to our YouTube page. All right, so we're going to get to know you guys a little bit better. This next round, we're going to call it 10 rounds with Mikey O. All right, and it's going to be kind of like the first thing that hits your mind. That's what you spit out. All right.
That's terrifying.
Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
This one's more for Steff. Lipstick or lip gloss?
Oh, neither.
All right, milkshake or malt?
Malt.
Milkshake.
There you go. Autobot or Decepticon?
Autobots.
Yes! That is the only acceptable answer, by the way. All right, another one for Steff. High heels or combat boots?
Combat boots.
All right.
All day.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I said all day.
Better first date, 5-star restaurant or concert?
Concert.
There you go. CD or vinyl?
CD.
Best buffalo wings in Buffalo? Anchor Bar or Elmo's?
Man,
We're going to sound like pretentious assholes from Buffalo. Neither.
Where's your favorite joint?
Any corner bar. You will get the best chicken wings from your little tiny dive bar on the corner.
Gotta find a dump.
Yep.
Nice. And to round out 10 rounds with Mikey O, afro or mullet?
Mullet.
I'm going to say afro.
Yes! All right, here we go. So we're going to catch up with you guys here in about 20 more minutes, but we're going to play your song, Burned by My Fire. Tell us a little bit about this track.
Awesome. So it's our first single off of our new upcoming album that comes out January 26th. It was a song that I think Mike had been working on it for a little bit. We pulled it all together. We decided it was going to come to fruition on this album. We did a really cool video for it in a local movie theater. So it's a banger as far as we're concerned. I think, it's done really well for us. And if you haven't heard it yet, you're going to like it.
Yeah, and you got over 100,000 views on YouTube.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I think it just passed 180,000. It's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people are loving it. Here it is. This is Burned by My Fire from Hearts and Hand Grenades on Indie Rage Radio. All right, there we go. Segment 2, we're going to talk a little bit about Buffalo and how that shaped you guys and your music.
Oh, no.
All right.
All right, here we go. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. We are back with Steff and Mike from Hearts and Hand Grenades. You guys, we're kind of familiar over here on Indie Rage Radio with the Buffalo music scene. About 2 years ago, we interviewed Until I Wake, and then, man, they blew up right after that.
Yeah. They're not even together anymore, are they?
I don't know.
I think they.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think they might have. Some of the band members might have separated and started a different band.
Oh.
Unless it's someone else I'm thinking of, but yeah, they might not even be together at this point. But yeah, Until I Wake was around for quite a while before that. But yeah, they might not even be together at this point. I I'd have to look at that myself. I'm not sure.
We
So
failed.
growing up in Buffalo, everybody sees Buffalo as a blue collar town. You guys like to roll up your sleeves. You like to do hard work.
Yeah.
Tell us how Buffalo impacted you growing up and molded your music style.
Depends. It probably depends where you grew up in the Western New York area. I won't pretend to have like a sob story. I grew up in the suburbs and it was great. I think though, blue collar is the best way to describe it. You have a good work ethic. You learn to work hard. Even as a kid, nothing was ever like handed to me. I had to earn my way. I had to do things for myself, and I'm glad. I think I'm better for it. But yeah, it's to us that's pretty normal though. I mean, you work hard and you better be willing to put in the extra effort, or else nobody's gonna just give you a free ride. I'd say that's pretty Buffalo. Yeah, yeah, sure.
Whole lot of sore backs from shoveling all that snow.
Yeah, we already got dumped on
Yeah.
yesterday.
We
Or
had a Halloween night. I went and hung out at my sister's house with her kids, my nieces and nephews, and it was Halloween when I got there, and then when I left, it was Christmas. So I don't know what. Yeah, somewhere in between, cleaning up the Halloween stuff and then going outside to go home, it was just like a complete blizzard. So that's pretty normal too.
Wow.
yeah,
Well, that's a lot better. At least you got White Christmas. Down here in Louisiana, we're usually sweating, standing outside December 25th. It's terrible.
I'll take the sweat.
I know. Yeah.
So speaking of Buffalo, we talked a little bit about buffalo wings. What's your favorite part of living in Buffalo?
The chicken wings.
Yeah, pretty much.
You nailed it.
We got back from our UK tour. We were 2.5 weeks, over there, and we got back here, and then the only thing I could think about were chicken wings.
Right.
We about it the whole time we were on tour. It was like, man, as soon as we get back, it's just a big plate of chicken wings. And it's like, we're so stereotyping ourselves right now, but it was all true. I mean, that's pretty much it. We've got really good food out here. I don't want it to sound like all we have is chicken wings. I feel like we're very spoiled with really good restaurants, and it's a lot of comfort food out in this area, I think. But yeah, chicken wings, I haven't found anybody yet that can do chicken wings like we can do. The challenge
Speaking of the UK, when the Bills played the Jaguars, you guys reached out to your UK fans and let them know, hey, why don't you go support the Bills? And you guys got quite the, fanfare from that. We're on a station in Weymouth, Dorset, UK. I always get that. It's kind of confusing. Weymouth, Dorset, UK. It's on the coast. And I looked at some pictures the other day. It's absolutely beautiful over there. Now, you guys just announced that you're going back to the UK in November of next year. Any chance you might be able to make it down to the coast over at Weymouth?
It's possible that the
Yeah.
tour isn't developed yet. We have 2 festivals that we're on, and that's kind of where we're going to build the tour around.
Mhm.
So we're on the Hard Rock Hell festival and another one, but
we'll go wherever we're wanted. So there's a really good chance we could make it into the coastal areas, or wherever. We're trying to get back up to Scotland again too. So we're trying to go as vast as we can between north and south of the UK.
Right on. All right, so we're going to play your song Turning to Ashes next, but I want to give a little teaser. Coming up in hour number 2, we're going to talk about how you guys got hooked up with the Goo Goo Dolls and how that kind of springboarded your career. But right now, let's talk about the song Turning to Ashes. What's this song about?
that's all you.
I like to challenge Mike. So Mike doesn't know the words to any of the songs, which I think is hilarious. So it's great. Anytime someone asks about the songs, of any kind, I always try to throw it to him just to watch him squirm. But Turning to Ashes is very much about making decisions with your life and knowing that doing nothing, standing still isn't going to get you anywhere. You have to keep moving forward. So yeah, it's about growth, personal growth, making sure that, you don't get held back by anything. So yeah, it's one of my favorite songs that we've done so far.
We're going to catch up with Steff and Mike later in hour number 2. Right now, It's their track Turning to Ashes on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very good. All right, let's see. Segment 3, we're going to talk about, the Goo Goo Dolls and Eclipse Records.
Mhm.
All right. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. We are here with Steff and Mike from Hearts and Hand Grenades. Just search them on Google. You're going to find them everywhere. Go download some of their music, support the band, go buy some merch. Speaking of the band, you guys have been doing it for a while, but back in 2019, you guys were at a telethon and you were supporting the Goo Goo Dolls. And a fellow vocalist and bassist, Steff,
Yep.
Robbie from the Goo Goo Dolls, heard you guys, and he was so impressed about what he saw and what he heard. What happened next?
Mikey, that's all you, buddy. He tells it better than I do.
Yeah, so we were playing the telethon, and just 2 cover songs was all of our entire time slot. That's all we got.
Yep.
And the Goo Goo Dolls happened to be after us, so they watched our 2 songs, and then we hung around to watch them play their 2 songs, and that's pretty much about it. And we went we went down and had a beer at the bar, kind of thing. And they or Robbie, after they were done, came down the escalator there, saw us standing at the bar, and came walking right over, and basically said, hey guys, that sounded pretty awesome. He said, where do you do your recording? And we're like, we're not doing any recording, man. We're a cover band. So he just said no. He goes, you gotta check out the studio. I'll set you up with the manager over at the studio. And 'cause Robbie owns GCR Audio, which is where we've done all of our recording for all of our albums and the single that we put out. And he set us up there. We liked what we saw, and we booked some studio time with no songs.
Right. We didn't have any originals written, but we were just like, that was just, I think it was always kind of like in the back of our minds, like, what's the next step in our musical evolution? And it was like, start writing your own stuff. But that was the kick in the butt, I think, that we really needed to just do it. So we got in there and we just said, yeah, let's book some time. Like, we're ready to do this, So we kind of, at that point, really hunkered down. We really got to work on, some ideas that we had. And it turned into a 4-song EP is how it all started.
Yep.
Yeah, and then from there it's gone from that 4-song EP onto now our 3rd album.
What does it do for your ego when a multi-platinum selling artist comes up to you and says, damn, you guys are good?
I mean, it's always awesome, anytime someone says that they like your sound, they like what you're doing. Robbie's awesome too, because he's not that person. He's very humble. He's very like the person you see climbing to reach the top shelf at your local grocery store. Like, he doesn't act like I'm this like, high tier musician celebrity. Like he's very humble. He's very down to earth. He's very proud of Buffalo. He's helpful of the people in the community, so it's awesome. Don't get me wrong. Anybody in, any band wants to get in there and say he did a good job. It's really, really cool. And especially coming from him, so you feel like he's genuine, when he says like, no, you guys really, get in the studio, try this. We first thought like, okay, man, he's just saying he's going to hook us up with studio time. But no, he actually reached out, he had a conversation with Mike. We got set up, with his manager and it was great. It's nice for somebody at that level to say what they mean and then mean what they say. So it was really great.
So that happened March of 2019, and we know what happened later on that year. The pandemic hit. Everything shut down. You got all this momentum. Robbie from the Goo Goo Dolls just got you studio time and said you're amazing. What was the feeling in the band? And did you think that all that momentum was coming to a screeching halt, or was there a feeling that, hey, we can push through this?
I think it was like for us, because we hadn't done anything previous. We just kind of looked at it like, well, we have nothing to lose right now. We're not going to go backwards because there's nowhere to go but forwards. So it kind of worked out, I guess, where we had nothing better to do than write music. So, we took all the extra time that we had into putting songs together. So it was obviously not a great thing to happen for the world, but we were able to make lemonade out of those lemons, I guess we'll call it. And we had the time that we really needed to develop those songs.
All right, and then that ended up springboarding your career, and now you're signed by Eclipse Records. How did that go down?
It was well,
Yeah, that was
it was
actually mid or maybe May 2000,
okay.
2020. We got an email in our inbox, and it's this record label that's interested in signing the band.
I saw the email come in, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna delete this. I thought it was spam mail.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
I'm like, yeah, some Eclipse Records thing wants to work with us. I'm like, that's got to be fake, and I was gonna delete it, and Mike just goes, no. Okay.
Yeah. So we checked it out. It was legit. We sent him an email back, and basically shortly after that, Chris over there, he's been fantastic to us since he brought us on board in mid 2020 there, and we've been with him ever since for every single release, all 3 albums, and the single that we put out last year. We've put everything out through Eclipse Records, and they've done a fantastic job of distributing the music through every means.
Avenue, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of that, you got a brand new album coming out January 2024.
That's right. Yep.
We sure do. Yeah, that's called Where I Begin. January 26th, I believe, is the release date.
Yep.
We got a brand new single, like I said, coming out in 6 hours. So we're, Better Off Alone, that's called. You can check that out in just a couple hours. So that should be hopefully a lot of fun.
There you go. Let's go ahead and play your song Between the Lines. What went into writing this song?
So I think subconsciously, maybe a lot of stuff that was going on in the world at the time. So Between the Lines is about not really giving into like media hype. Just what the phrase "between the lines" stands for. Read between the lines. Yeah, and I didn't really think it was shaped by that so much at the time. I just figured, hey, I put these lyrics together, I think they're kind of cool. And then, listening back to that song, I'm like, all right, like you can tell there's some frustration there, but that was what, like when the riots were going on in various cities, and it was just insane, and it seemed like you were getting told contradictory things from all sorts of different media outlets, and the news was saying one thing, and then you got social media blasting another thing, and it was just insane. And it was just mainly think for yourself, like, one of those types of messages.
Here's Between the Lines from Hearts and Hand Grenades on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very cool. Segment 4, just like a wrap up on everything. It's at the end of the hour. We're just tying a nice bow on everything.
Cool.
And then we'll play Better Off Alone. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. We are back for one last segment here on Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. Want to thank Mike and Steff from Hearts and Hand Grenades for chilling out with us today, answering some questions, going 10 rounds with Mikey O, and a whole bunch of other things. Go out and Google Hearts and Hand Grenades. Find them. Go support them. These guys are awesome, and their music is awesome too. Now, when you're at a festival, and we talked about how you're going to a festival in the UK next year, when you're at a festival or when the names are on a marquee, I, as a fan, always look for cool band names. Okay, who has the coolest band name? I'm going to see them. I'm going to their stage. Hearts and Hand Grenades. I got to give it to you. That is an amazing band name. Who can we credit for that?
I think that was me. Yeah, I think I came up with it. We were trying to get, like 2 things that were contrasting and put them together to make something awesome, because we figured that was kind of how our sound is. We have 4 different individuals with all different musical influences. We all we like the same stuff, but we all sort of like different things, and we were able to bring that to the table. So when we were trying to figure out the band name, that was something that we focused on. We were like, we need something that sort of fits us, like this is our sound, like it's not like this canned sound that's hard rock today. You know, it can be a bunch of different things. So eventually, yeah, we landed on Hearts and Hand Grenades, just, you know, because it's like you got a nice thing in oh, hearts, and then hand grenades is I'm gonna, you know, blow your face up. So there you go.
All right. So what can we expect in the future from Hearts and Hand Grenades?
New music.
Yeah.
New music, some tours. We're in the works of a U.S. tour. So once we get some details going on that, we'll be sharing that out on all our website and social media and all the fun stuff too. But yeah, we just want to get out and play at this point. You know, we're really eager. We're hungry to do that. We want to try to get places we haven't been. Yeah, so really just we're going to get out there. We're going to be more visible and hopefully meet some new fans.
Yeah, we also have a station affiliate in Esperance, Australia. Have you guys been to Australia yet?
No, I would love to though.
No, not yet.
My homie Josh Bryant lives down there. He's an expat. His wife's from Australia, so she wanted to go back home, so he followed her back down there. So, hey, I don't know. Maybe Josh can reach out to Eclipse and we can work it out. Get you a tour down in Australia.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
There you go.
All right, so let's go ahead and wrap everything up. Make sure you Google Hearts and Hand Grenades, find them, download their music, buy some merch, support these guys. And let's go ahead and play your brand new single that you guys are supporting. We're going to play Better Off Alone. Tell us a little bit about this track.
Well, so this song came about because Mike, what did we have? No, we were putting music together, I think, you know, and I sort of came up with the melody for this one. And then Mike was pressuring me. Hey, did you get those lyrics down? Hey, when are you going to finish lyrics? Hey, are you ready for this? Hey, we were running out of time. You got the lyrics? And I was about ready to throat punch him at that point. So I said, you want lyrics? Here you go. So I basically wrote this song for Mike. It sounds really mean and aggressive to say that, but like, it's all in good fun. I'll tell everybody that it's all in good fun. But it's a really upbeat, you know, punky sounding sort of song, and it's just I think it's a really good time, and it's relatable, you know. So yes, it's called Better Off Alone, but that's just what happens when Mike pressures me to finish my lyrics faster than I want to.
There you go, Mike. You got yourself a hit.
Yeah,
I'm very inspirational.
he is. Even when he's frustrating, it's inspiring.
Awesome. Well, Steff, Mike, thank you so much for your time. If I'm ever in Buffalo, you got to show me one of those dive bars to get true Buffalo. I almost said Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo wings.
Yep, absolutely.
You got it.
All right, let's go ahead and get out of here. For Mike and Steff, for the rest of the guys in Hearts and Hand Grenades, my name is Mikey O. We are out of here. Here's Better Off Alone on Indie Rage Radio. All right, guys, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I appreciate you hanging in there. Just like a live concert, we had some technical issues at the very beginning, but appreciate it, guys.
It's all good.
No worries.
Thank you so much.
I will send you all the links. This show is going to air the week of October 14th. So the stuff that we talked about with, 6 hours away from I'll cut all that out, and I'll send you all the links, and we're going to be promoting the heck of you out on our social media and all that good stuff. So keep working hard, keep putting out great music, and thank you guys.
Thank you
so very much.
Oh, and the guys from your record label seem really nice too. They reached out pretty quick after you sent them that email.
Well, those guys are great. They're really good with that stuff. So yeah, I like those guys a lot.
Right on.
Yeah, they're pretty good with that stuff.
All right, guys. Well, enjoy the snow and stay safe out there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye. You
Bye.
too.